guys, and welcome to another video where today we're going to be attempting to predict the scores and results of week 25 of the Premier League season 2017-2018. Of course, these matches are taking place next Tuesday and Wednesday as it's FA Cup day. Today we're actually recording this on Saturday afternoon. I've just been watching Soccer Saturday. The likes of West Ham are losing away to Wigan at the moment, and there's a couple of other little shot results as well carrying on, but we'll see what happens at the end of the afternoon. In the meantime though, looking back at last week, you managed to get a score of 8. I managed to get a score of 7. I think you managed to actually predict 2 correct scores, where I just got the 7 results, so well done on those perfect scores. From the comments section, Nathan Evans came away with 11 points, so Nathan Evans, well done to you. And overall now, you're on 170 points and I'm on 166, so there's still 4 points in it, and
plenty of time to go.
Plenty of time to go.
Definitely.
Over 10 matches anyway.
So before we get into the predictions, I would like to give a shout out to DLN75. He produces some really good content, such as predictions, videos, live streams and transfer talk, so please go and check him out.
Yeah, keep it up, DLM75. I know you work hard on your videos. So let's move on to week 25. So the first match of week 25 is Swansea versus Arsenal. Swansea had an amazing win against Liverpool last week, beating them 1-0. Everybody thought that Liverpool was going to win this one. Everybody in the comments section thought Liverpool would win this. You did, I did. Yeah. However, Liverpool being a Liverpool, after beating Man City the previous week, go and lose to Swansea, who are bottom of the table. Everybody should have seen that coming.
Yeah, definitely.
Stupid. In this match though, they're coming up against Arsenal. Arsenal sort of form was a bit iffy, but they come back. They've beaten Chelsea in the Carabao Cup in midweek. They had a good result last week by beating Crystal Palace 4-1, and even though I did predict a win for Arsenal, I thought it was going to be a bit closer than that. In this match, I think Arsenal are going to continue this kind of good form at the moment, and I can see them coming out narrow 2-1 victors.
Well, I kind of agree with you, but Arsenal selling Alexis Sanchez this week, which I believe was an absolutely great decision for them. Possibly bringing in Henrik Mkhitaryan from Man Utd. Also, we don't really know about the Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang situation either, where transfer links with him and Arsenal, but I don't think the other team in South Wales will be able to get through the Arsenal defence, meaning it's going to be 2-0 to Arsenal. Yeah,
I think the Alexis Sanchez transfer is all been finished now. I think that could become a positive effect on Arsenal's season, even though he is such a fantastic player. And I can see Arsenal maybe going on a good run now until the end of the season.
Okay, so next up we have West Ham versus Crystal Palace at the Olympic Stadium. Now, West Ham, they've been on quite a roll lately, playing well, and so have Crystal Palace. This is a really tough fixture to predict, I'd say. I
think it's the hardest one of the game week.
Oh, definitely. You just don't know what's going to go on in this match, whether Crystal Palace will turn up, whether West Ham will turn up. So for that reason, I've gone for 1-1.
Yeah, this is a tough one to predict, as we've said already. West Ham being at home, I think they're just going to sneak through this game. They're actually losing at the moment, as we said in the FA Cup. But I think they'll bounce back and narrowly win this one at 2-1. Moving on to the next fixture, we've got Huddersfield against Liverpool. Liverpool, as we've said, lost against Swansea. They should have had a hat in all honesty against Swansea, but they popped up in the end for the winning goal for Swansea. However, they are coming up against Huddersfield, and Huddersfield on a bit of a downturn at the moment, and I can see Liverpool winning this one at 2-0.
Well, Huddersfield, they've been struggling recently. They had that strong start to the season, but now they're just falling down and down. Liverpool, they're going to want to bounce back after that loss, but it's going to be 3-0 to them. Hopefully it'll be 1 goal Salah, 1 goal Mane, 1 goal Firmino.
Is that for your fantasy football team?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, next up we got Chelsea versus Bournemouth. Chelsea, what is happening with Conte? Has he fallen out with the owners? I'm not sure what's going on. They lose against Arsenal midweek in the Carabao Cup. They are grinding out victories though in the league. Coming up against a Bournemouth team who are doing sort of, you can't really predict. They go and beat Arsenal. So in that case, even though with Chelsea's kind of woes at the moment, I can see Chelsea running away with this one 2-0.
So Chelsea, it looks like Conte has fallen out with Abramovich, and Abramovich, I believe, or is rumoured to have already found his replacement in Massimiliano Allegri.
You think so?
Yeah, from Juventus. That's what has been. That's what's all been all over social media. But yeah,
maybe a swap deal there. Maybe Conte could go to Juve.
That's what they're saying. Conte might return to managing in Italy, but who knows really? But Bournemouth, they've been all right. They're just doing typical Bournemouth really. But I can only see Chelsea winning this one. It's going to be 2-0.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, next up is Everton versus Leicester. Everton, after Big Sam took over, there was a massive resurgence, and they haven't been in the best form lately. They haven't won in at least the last 6. Leicester doing really well. They're currently in 7th position in the league. Demolished Peterborough in the FA Cup without their strongest team out as well. There was massive changes on Saturday in the FA Cup. How can I see this one going? I think Leicester are going to go there. Maybe Everton are going to be quite resolute in this match, and I can see this one ending in stalemate 1-1.
Oh, interesting. Well, I think for this fixture, it's another really tough one, to be honest. But
it is tough.
I can see Everton, because it's at home at Goodison. I can see Everton winning this one, but I think it's going to be a really close match. Everton might pull away with a last-minute winner, so I am going for a 2-1 Everton victory.
Yeah, I think Everton do need a victory. Otherwise, they're going to slip down that table, and it's very tight at the bottom of the Premier League at the moment. Okay, next up we got Newcastle versus Burnley. Burnley stuttering at the moment, even though they have had a very, very good season so far. Newcastle up and down. We don't know what's going. Well, we do know. I don't think that the club is going to be sold as such. It looks like the people who were interested in them, I don't know if they are still
Mike
interested,
Ashley,
or they go. We don't know.
Yeah, Mike Ashley, I think, put them off buying
possibly.
it.
Maybe the price is too high for the club. In this one, though, I think Newcastle are actually going to grind out a 1-0 win, because Burnley, they're not in the greatest form, even though Burnley don't give away that many goals. So 1-0 from me.
So I agree with you with Newcastle and Burnley, but Burnley, they just don't let many goals in, but they have been struggling. They've lost their last 3 matches, and God knows when they last won. Newcastle, don't know what's going on with their ownership, and I can just see this as a stalemate. No goals, 0-0. Next up, we have Southampton versus Brighton, the South Coast derby once again. So Southampton fans want, I say this every week, calling for Pellegrino to go. The board aren't budging. Southampton, they have now slipped into 18th position. Brighton, they've been doing all right, really. Would you say they're in 16th?
Not really.
They could do a bit better. They could do a bit better, but
the thing was with Brighton, they struggle big time to score goals.
Definitely, that's that. The rest of their squad is fine. I'd say their defence and their midfield. It's just they need a striker, no doubt about it.
Well, Glenn Murray's there, and he has popped up early in the season, but he's got to be a bit more consistent.
Yeah,
you could say
they need a consistent striker, maybe from abroad, I'd say. But yeah, I can only see Brighton winning this one 2-0.
An away victory for Brighton. And two goals as well.
2 goals, yeah.
Well, I disagree with you on this one, big time. Southampton had a fantastic result last week against Spurs at home, of course. Spurs, everybody thought they were going to go there and take the victory. I thought it was going to be a narrow victory to Spurs, but it was a 1-1 draw in the end. And I can actually see Southampton winning this one 2-0.
Okay.
I think they're gonna take it at home.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, next up we got Man City versus West Bromwich Albion. At the Etihad, West Brom have kind of shown up their defence a little, making themselves a lot harder to beat. They got that draw away at Goodison Park against Everton. I think the previous week they won as well. So it's not going to be all Man City this match. However, I do think they're going to win comfortably in the end.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a contradiction in itself, but I think Man City will win this one 2-0, even though Manchester City have been playing, in the Carabao Cup. They got the FA Cup this weekend as well, and they've got this, against Cardiff tomorrow, and they've got this fixture on Wednesday as well. But I can see them being too strong.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Man City are going to win this comfortably. I reckon they're going to rest players. Well, we don't really know when they're going to rest their players with Man City. They're either going to rest them against us, or they'll rest him against West Brom.
I've heard a little rumoured that Jesus might be back playing tomorrow. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. Which means Aguero will be on the bench, which will be good news for Cardiff. Although the pace of Jesus is frightening at times, especially if you've got Sane on the one side and Sterling on the other.
Let's hope that Raheem will end up in Sol Bamba's back pocket all the game, like he did.
We will see about that.
But
but what?
Yeah, they're gonna win this comfortably. Man City anyway, 3-0.
3-0. Yeah. Okay, moving on to the penultimate fixture of this game week. We've got Stoke against Watford. Watford, of course.
Goodbye, Marco Silva.
Yeah,
what a shock.
I don't know. I think the revolving door of managers at
Vicarage Road.
At Vicarage Road is just turned again with Silva going out the door and the new manager coming in. Which normally, when a new manager comes in, they do turn things around a bit. However, in this fixture, I can see Stoke grinding out another victory, 1-0. They got that good win last week against Huddersfield, although Huddersfield aren't that great on the road themselves, and I can see them getting another victory this week, 1-0.
So believe it or not, both for this match, both of the teams will have different managers or caretaker managers. In Paul Lambert and whoever Watford decide to put as their caretaker manager for now. I think it's going to be a really close game. Maybe Paul Lambert can get something to go, but I can just see this being a draw 1-1.
And the final fixture of the weekend is
interesting.
It's the biggest fixture of this weekend, you could say, of this game week, you could say. And it's Tottenham against Manchester United at Wembley. Tottenham drew away last week against Southampton, but
quite a shock.
That shouldn't really come into matters this week. Anyway, Manchester United are on a fine. They're on a fine run of form at the moment. They had that good victory against Yeovil in the Cup. Okay, they made quite a few changes. Last week they went away to Burnley and they ground out a 1-0 victory in the end. And I can actually see the Red Devils going to Wembley and winning this one, and I can see them winning 2-1 in a very, very, very close game.
Believe it or not, I actually disagree with you, and I believe this is going to be the other way around. I think Spurs will win this one 2-1. Yeah. They've been playing well at Wembley all season. They're going to be up for it. They need to rise up the table a bit more.
They do if they want to get in those Champions League.
Definitely, they need to rise up the table. So I think they're going to be up for it. They're in 5th place. They're going to win 2-1.
And we shall see.
Yes.
Come Wednesday, Wednesday 10 o'clock. So guys, that's the end of this episode. Thanks once again for joining us. As usual, I'm going to leave a template of these fixtures in the comment section. So just do the copy and paste into your comment, give your predictions, and like Nathan Evans, who was top scorer this week with 11 points, if you get the top score for next week, you'll get a shout out too. But for now, we'll bid you farewell, and we'll see you in the next video. Cheers guys.
Also, before we go, who's going to be the next manager to go? We do this after every single manager gets sacked.
Who do I think the next manager can go? If Southampton are still in the bottom 3 in a couple of weeks, Pellegrini.
Yeah, Pellegrino. Could be this week. Okay. Could be never.
Alright, cheers guys.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.